I'm going to work them. I'm going to do everything as you say, and I just apologize and I'm sorry. And I would ask for another chance, please.
How many chances do we have to give you before you kill somebody? I'm looking at your record, 2018. That means you would have been 12 years old. You got your first conviction for assault. Who did you assault when you were 12?
It was a
Buchanan.
mutual
Mr. Buchanan is before the court with his counsel, Mr. Aldridge, Mr. Hardman, Mr. Rye. On behalf of the state of Ohio, we're here for sentencing. Mr. Hardman, anything on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, on behalf of the state of Ohio, the court is well aware of the contacts the defendant has had with the court system, mostly through juvenile court, obviously because of his age. It's the position of the state of Ohio at this point that there's not much left to do. There's been attempts repeatedly to curb his behavior, successful. We would ask that the defendant be incarcerated. We have spoken to the victim of this case, Mr. Krasik, and he has no position with regard to, ultimately he feels like the court, and relying upon the court and the state to have his best interest at heart as far as what happens here. There is restitution for medical bills that are he is requesting. I believe that number is $11,277.75.
Several things, Your Honor. First off, the defendant's mother is present. She would like to address the court.
Okay, come on up.
On the other side of this table here.
Jennifer Buchanan.
What would you like me to know?
I'm sorry. I know my son, I make no excuses for, I don't condone any of his behavior throughout juvenile court and now in your court today. However, I would like you to take into consideration that since this incident happened, he has been compliant with anything that they have asked him to do. He has taken initiative to work with his physician in getting on a good medication regimen to help with his multiple mental health diagnoses. I know when he comes in front of, the investigators, that it is very hard for him to articulate how he feels. He has a very flat affect, which makes him seem, I don't know how to describe it, just makes him seem like he's not, I don't know how to explain it correctly to make you understand, but during his confinement at home, we have had multiple discussions regarding his behavior, his future, the things that he's done, the chances that he's had, etc. So I would just like you to take all of that into consideration. When you make your decision on whether to, however you decide to, the punitive aspect of this.
We have submitted a couple of letters to the court, including an apology letter to the victim. In addition to that, I would point out that Isaiah, while it may be somewhat unknown exactly what his mental health issues are, I think he does have some significant mental health issues that have affected not only this incident, but obviously his prior record over in juvenile court. And obviously we're not looking to downplay that at all. He has not been very cooperative with the court system in the past. But I think it's important to note, in the year and a half since this incident occurred, he has made some significant changes. He has not been back in court for anything else since that time. He's been compliant with the GPS monitoring. I know the court has concerns about his marijuana use, but he's actively tried to address that. It seems like the levels have been consistently going down, even if it's not completely out of the system at this time. I agree with Mother, what she was trying to say about his affect. I mean, he does come across as kind of nonchalant, not caring about the situation. I don't think that's true. I think he just struggles to express that verbally. And he does come across, in my experience with him, much younger than his age, not as mature as you would expect. And I think that is attributable to his ongoing mental health issues. I think it's a positive that he has removed himself away from Franklin and the kids that he was running with over there. I think that's had a large impact on him staying out of trouble in the past year and a half. So it seems like he's making some good choices here. Again, he's 18 years old. Sorry, Your Honor,
Sorry.
It's all right, go ahead.
He's 18 years old, and obviously this is his first time here over in Common Pleas Court. I do think that he can benefit from the opportunities and things that this court can provide to get his life on track now, so we don't see him back here again and again and again like he did over in juvenile court. And again, as I discussed in chambers, Your Honor, my concern is sending him to prison at this time. It's not going to be a good outcome for him. So I do request that the court consider placing him on probation. He's going to comply with whatever you tell him to do, and hopefully he can move on from this and make something of himself.
Test today?
I didn't get an email, but.
I didn't either.
I believe he did test positive for marijuana this morning, or that's what they told him at least. Again, I don't know what the level was, but.
Well, they wouldn't know the level until they send
Yeah.
it out for confirmation. All right, anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Mr. Buchanan, is there anything you'd like to say before I sentence you?
Yes, I would like to say that I am very remorseful for everything that's happened, and I got onto some new medicine to start taking.
For what?
My anger, my ADHD, and just to help stabilize
Well,
myself.
you don't take medicine for your anger. What's the medication prescribed for? What's the diagnosis that it's prescribed for?
I'm not sure my exact diagnosis, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
He is on Prozac. It's an antipsychotic. It helps with, he's also talked to his physician about a mood stabilizer. He has been on these medications off and on for years. He just has really bad side effects to those. So they also have talked to him that if this doesn't work, that there are other medications that he can take. He has several diagnoses. He has generalized anxiety disorder, PTSD. He has social pragmatic communication disorder, which is Asperger's, just it's a different name. So he does have several diagnoses that he is medicated for.
According to the court assessment, he has been diagnosed with depression.
Oppositional ADHD and oppositional defiance.
That's not included in the assessment.
We explained all of those to her.
Well, I know you explained it. Was there any documentation provided of any of these diagnoses? Because this assessment was done, I don't have a date on it, but it says he's depressive disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, cannabis use disorder. That's the extent of the diagnosis. Go ahead, Mr. Buchanan. What else do you want me to know?
And I'm also looking into furthering my education.
Did you complete your high school education?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay, go ahead.
And I was looking to go to the career center. I've also reached out to other schools, and also, like my mom mentioned, I contacted a Army recruiter. I'd like to go and talk to them and see if maybe I could get into that. And any type of programs or anything that you sentence me to, I'm going to work them. I'm going to do everything as you say, and I just apologize and I'm sorry. And I would ask for another chance, please.
How many chances do we have to give you before you kill somebody? I'm looking at your record, 2018, that means you would have been about, what, 14? 13? 12? You're 19 now?
Yes, sir.
7 years ago, you would have been 12 years old, you got your first conviction for assault. Who did you assault when you were 12?
It was a mutual fight at school.
2019, assault. Who did you assault then?
It was also a thing at school.
2021, violation of a court order. 2021, failure to comply with the order of a police officer, felony of the 3rd degree. You know, that's a prison sentence in this court. 2021, violation of a court order. 2021, violation of a court order. 2022, violation of a court order.
Yes, sir.
2023, aggravated menacing. 2024, criminal mischief, criminal damaging. 2024, criminal mischief.
Yes, sir.
You have 3 offenses of violence on your record right now. This is 4. This is your 4th offense of violence.
And I understand that, and I'm looking to better myself. I don't want to live how I did in the past. And I'm sorry. I promise I can do anything, any type of program.
Most people are sorry when they're standing here at this point of the proceedings.
I understand.
I mean, all right, the court's considered the statements made here today, the pre-sentence investigation. The court has reviewed the letters that have been submitted by the defendant, the purposes and the principles of sentencing, the relevant seriousness and recidivism factors. Mr. Buchanan, I have serious concerns for you, and for some reason, and I understand this flat effect that you may present yourself with, but I think this goes much deeper than this. You can't blame violence on just the mental health conditions that you have described here today. That's not the cause of you hurting somebody seriously.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry?
I said yes, sir.
Okay. I don't need you to respond. I mean, if you have something else to say, I'll give you an opportunity. So you need to say it now, because once I get started, I don't want to be interrupted.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Is there something else you want me to know?
No, that's all.
But I do think that our juvenile court system, I know that there are limitations on what they can do, but this is no longer juvenile court, and there are serious consequences. Anytime you make a choice in your life, make a bad choice, there's going to be bad consequences. I don't think that you've taken this as seriously as I would have liked. When you were confronted about the marijuana use, and you and I have had this discussion, your response was, well, juvenile court approved your medical marijuana. I don't know what the benefits of marijuana are. I truly don't. I don't allow marijuana on my docket. I think it's harmful, especially someone of your young age, where your brain is still developing to some extent. It does nothing but harm you. But I don't think that you have taken this as seriously as you want me to believe. And I do find today that you are not amenable to community control. So I am going to order you to serve a prison sentence, a minimum term sentence of 3 years, maximum term sentence of 4.5 years. The court does find that prison is necessary to fulfill the purposes and principles of sentence, including punishment, deterrence, and protection of the public. You have 0 days jail time credit at this time. There's a restitution owed of $11,277.75 to Joshua Krasik. That is ordered to be paid joint and severally with your co-defendants. Now, before I give you your right of appeal, I want to give you some hope, because it's not my intention to ruin your life. Your decision has caused you a major setback in your life. I will tell you right now that I will consider you for judicial release, and I will release you from prison after a 6-month period in prison. So after 6 months, your attorney will file, or you can contact Mr. Aldridge, and he'll file a motion for judicial release. The conditions, and what I'm looking at, is that you've complied with all the terms and conditions of your confinement, which means you follow the rules. You show me that you can follow the rules. And then after 6 months, if you've done that, I will release you and put you on community control at that time. You understand me?
Yes.
I want to give you some hope. I'm not here to ruin your life, but you need to understand that when you hurt somebody as seriously as you did in this case, and you've done it in the past, you've had prior convictions for assault, that there are serious consequences now. You are no longer in juvenile court. Hardman, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing else?
You understand that you have 6 months. Behave yourself, and I will see you back here in 6 months.
All right, sir.
Okay? Right, your bond is revoked. At this time, there's a deputy standing behind you. You're remanded into the custody of the Warren County Sheriffs for transport to the Department of Corrections.
Your Honor, so say one more thing.
I'm sorry?
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, sir.
I'm not trying to act like I'm not remorseful for this situation. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to say my diagnoses are why I did this. I'm very remorseful, and like I said, I'm more willing to do anything. And with this prison time, I'm going to show you that, sir.
Okay.
And
I look forward to seeing you in 6 months then. Okay?
Sir.
Good luck.
can I please get my mom?
That's up to the deputies at this point.
Does he need?
This is case number 25CR42833, the State of Ohio versus Isaiah Buchanan. Mr. Buchanan is before the court with his counsel, Mr. Aldridge, Mr. Hardman, on behalf of the State of Ohio. We're here in defendant's motion for judicial release. Mr. Hardman, anything on behalf of the state?
Your Honor, we did notify the victim, Joshua Krasik, of the motion for judicial release. We have not heard back from him, although I know that he was aware of the possibility or likelihood of this coming back to the court at this point in time. We would ask, if the court does grant judicial release, that the restitution order of $11,277.75 be continued at this point. With regard to Mr. Buchanan, we defer to the court as to whether or not to grant his request. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Aldridge?
Your Honor, understanding probation's recommendations, we are requesting the court consider straight probation in this case instead of a CBCF. I think Isaiah has done as best as could be expected in prison. He has very strong family support that can be seen from the crowd here in the courtroom today. It's my understanding he has employment lined up so he can start making payments towards that restitution, which obviously he's aware he owes and wants to address that. So we're just requesting that he be given a chance to start working on those.
Mr. Buchanan, anything you want to say?
Yes, sir. During my time being incarcerated, I was able to look at like my mistakes that I've made, and I've worked in multiple different programs, and I just ask that I have a second chance out there to make something of myself.
Mr. Buchanan, that's somewhat disappointing to learn that even though I cautioned you at the time I sentenced you that I would consider judicial release, you have not remained infraction-free while you've been in prison. Apparently you got in another fight while you were in prison.
That dude was, by the time I got there, we was friends. We was cooking with each other, eating with each other, and we was horse playing around, and it just got a little out of hand. Got a little worse than it needed to be.
Mr. Buchanan, I'm not sure that you're getting the message that I tried to send to you. I'm not sure. You have a horrible record as a juvenile. How old are you right now?
19.
19 years old, and you've already have a prison number. That's unacceptable, and I don't know if you're getting the message. I am going to grant your motion for judicial release and suspend further execution of the sentence for prison. I'm going to place you into community control for a period of 5 years. You'll be subject to the supervision of the Warren County Probation Department. You are ordered to refrain from use of any drugs, alcohol, or marijuana. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I understand.
I'm going to order you to successfully complete a community-based correctional facility with any recommended aftercare. Once you've completed that program, you'll be placed on electronically monitored house arrest period of 90 days. You are to have no contact with the victim. You are ordered to pay restitution in the sum of $11,277.75. That will be joint and several with the co-defendants, which means you're responsible for all of it or part of it, okay?
Yes, sir.
If your co-defendants don't pay anything, then that's your ticket. I mean, that's your payment, right?
Yes, sir.
So you need to immediately, once we're done with the CBCF, make payment arrangements to start paying it off. We clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Mr. Aldridge?
Nothing else.
All right. Let's get this right, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all.